Yeah, the dead gon' talk. Midnight steps, hear the skeletons walk. Laugh real quick, then your heartbeat drop. Welcome to the crypt, don't stop.
Chester Wayne trudged tremulously along the macadam road, leading from Plainsville. His high-powered rifle was ready, his nervous finger on the trigger. Above a full-round moon through a pale light on the countryside, still halting each shadowy bush into the ominous crouching figure. Around him, each faint whisper of the wind warned, "Go back, go back."
I swore the mammoth's dead bones I get the ones who did it. I've got to keep on trying. I've got to.
Thinking of Mammy made Chester mad and drove him on. He was rounding a turn when he saw it, not 40 feet ahead. He stopped abruptly and called out to the black cloaked hulk in the shallow roadside ditch.
Who's there?
The startled creature turned from its human prey. A clammy sweat broke out on Chester when he saw the hairy face, the blood dripping from its lips and chin.
Oh.
The werewolf barred its fangs at the hunter and snarled. Chester dropped to one knee, threw the rifle to his shoulder, and squeezed the trigger. A hollow-nosed 33 shrieked across the road after the now fleeing beast.
Hit him! Poor Mammy! Rip him open!
He was numb with horror, half blind with rage as he blasted away at the disappearing monster till the magazine was empty and the hammer clicked dead on the empty rifle chamber.
Missed him? Mammy, I missed.
Loath to look upon the gory remains that laid in the ditch, Chester was nevertheless drawn toward them, as though by some magnet of morbidity. He approached on trembling legs, looked, then recoiled in horror at the sight of bare bone and raw half-eaten flesh. A great violent sickness wrenched at Chester's innards, and he turned retching and ran the whole way back to Plainsville. The men in Marley's tavern leaped to their feet as Chester burst through the door, headed for the bar. They saw the rifle and the look on his face, and they...
Who?
Who is it this time, Chet?
Quick, friend. Pour me something straight.
Chester tossed off a double bourbon, and while it was still burning down, he panted out the terrible details of his harrowing experience.
God, man! Tell us who it was! We all got families!
A farmer has a place 3 miles out. Seen him in town. Nice guy, quiet. He's gonna be quiet a long, long time now, like my mammy.
At first, the men exchanged guilty glances of relief. But after a few moments of brooding silence, Paul Myers climbed onto a table and shouted.
That makes 5 victims in as many months! And why ain't we paying for protection in this rotten town? All we get from Mayor Hanson is promises. Do we wait until that werewolf grabs someone close to us before we make a Hanson do something?
He's already got someone close to me, Paul. My wife, Mammy.
That gives you more right to tell the mayor off, Chet. You lead the way, and we'll back you up.
15 minutes later, Mayor Elwood Hanson was awakened by shouts of his name. He leaned uneasily from the bedroom window of his colonial home and looked down at the angry crowd below.
Please, gentlemen, my wife is asleep.
And calm down, Mayor.
Soon his portly pajama-clad figure wrapped in a silken robe. The dignified mayor of Plainsville stood before his townspeople, listening to the frightful news.
Terrible, terrible. I'll send official condolences to his widow in the morning.
A fat load of good that'll do it, Mayor. What about the protection you promised us?
What can I do, Mr. Wayne? For one thing, this attack took place outside of town, beyond my jurisdiction.
My wife's body was ravished right here on the streets of Plainsville.
We want more than words, Mayor! What are you gonna do about it, Hanson?
Mayor Hanson tried to pacify the roiled mob.
Please, gentlemen. Now, Mr. Wayne, you say you fired several silver bullets at this werewolf. They were silver bullets, of course.
Silver? I don't get you, Mayor. I use hollow nose 33s, lead, not silver. They're like dum-dums.
Mayor Hanson was very adept at shifting the pressure from himself.
Well, I might have known someone would go off half-cocked. My dear Mr. Wayne, if you'd taken the trouble to read up on werewolves as I have, you'd know that only a silver bullet can kill a werewolf.
The crowd fell silent with embarrassment, for no man wished to admit ignorance to his neighbor. Mayor Hanson smiled patronizingly.
I welcome any one of you to my library who'd care to inform himself on the habits of the lycanthrope. Meanwhile, my fellow citizens, be calm and good night.
The mayor went back into his stately home. The crowd dispersed, and Chester Wayne joined Paul Myers and Chick Rogers in a gloomy session Marley's tavern.
There never was a better man at squirming out of a hot spot than Mayor Hanson. We're no better off than before. We called on him.
Chester Wayne grimaced.
Yes, we are. We have time, a whole month before the next full moon. We can start melting down silver coins for bullets. We can be ready the next time that werewolf shows himself.
So most of the people of Plainsville lived in dread of the coming full moon. And the night it arrived, everyone stayed behind locked doors and shuttered windows. Only Clara Hanson, the mayor's wife, ventured out to visit her aged and ailing mother.
Oh God, but there's nothing Mama Elwood worried about me. Promise you will take it easy.
What else could I do in this wheelchair, Clara?
It was just 3 short blocks from her mother's house to the Hanson home. Clara walked unafraid until she saw the full yellow moon hanging high above the village square.
Maybe heaven is not far.
Clara Hanson hurried her steps, finding some little comfort as the quick clicking of her heels along the deserted sidewalk kept time with the rapid beating of her racing heart. She reached the square only 1 block from home when she heard the terrifying snarl. She spun around, her blood turning to ice in her veins. Her attempted scream came forth as no more than an asthmatic wheezing squeal. The flesh-starved beast's brain, sinking its gleaming fangs into her throbbing throat, ripping it out, fountaining the blood over its hairy face into its red, boiling eye. While just across the square, in Marley's tavern, Chester Wayne and Paul Myers were fortifying themselves at the bar.
We're ready for him this time, friend. Yep, got silver bullets in our rifle.
That's right, Frank.
Got a lot of good in this homebody here. If you're going after him, go. If you can't, then admit it and quit pulling.
Sheepishly, they picked up their silver bullet-loaded carbines and stalked from the tavern across the square. They got no further than where the ghastly skeleton of Clara Hanson lay in a pool of congealing gore. Her blood-soaked clothes strewn about.
Paul,
We're too late. Come on, let's get the mayor. Let's make him say for himself.
Mayor Hanson was was plainly troubled when he faced the two white-faced men across his threshold.
Struck again? Oh, Lord! No! No! I just phoned my mother-in-law. Clara hasn't come home yet. Was it a woman?
Paul!
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. You better get dressed, Mayor.
The mayor recognized his wife's clothes at once. With much loud wailing and anguished sobs, he fell across her flesh-stripped bones.
Clara? My Clara?
All that carrying on won't help her none.
Leave him alone, Paul.
At last, the mayor arose, and his tear-reddened face blazed.
That filthy, vile thing. I'll get every able-bodied man in this town after it.
This time it's your wife, and the shoes on the other
Lay off
foot.
him, will you, Paul?
Every man will be armed. There'll be silver bullets for all. A vigilante committee. That's what we'll have. We'll divide into groups, comb the countryside. Come the next full moon, we'll be waiting.
Within 28 days, every capable man in Plainsville had received a rifle and 5 silver bullets. Everyone had practiced with moving targets. Everyone was ready. The afternoon before the night of the full moon, the men thronged before Mayor Hanson's mansion.
We'll start now, in groups of 6, in daylight, so we can acquaint ourselves with each area. Now remember, stay close together and make sure of what you're shooting at. When you see something move, make certain it isn't one of your own party. Pair up. One man use a light while the other does the shooting. We don't want any innocent people killed.
It was twilight when Mayor Hanson, wearing a red soon shooting jacket and scarlet hunter's cap, climbed from his car at a rendezvous spot for his group. Chester Wayne grinned.
Keep the fancy outfit on his honor, Paul. You could sit in a coal mine at midnight.
Hunting in the dark is a dangerous business, Mr. Wayne. I'd rather be safe than sorry.
When darkness came, the men were alert and jumped. Matt Fever, with his group in town, saw a suspicious figure, screamed out after it, and began shooting.
Shut out, Matt. The mayor said to make sure what you're shooting at.
Luckily, Matt's shots were wild. The figure turned out to be a familiar drunk they all knew well.
Well, what you
I
running
ain't
for
so
if you're not the werewolf?
I'm gonna be a sitting duck when someone don't push up on me, Matt Stevens.
Meanwhile, Mayor Hanson and his party surrounded a strange old woman walking along the lonely, dark road.
Lady, you're taking a chance being out tonight. Better let us see you home.
I don't need to be seen home. I ain't scared.
Paul Myers studied the old
Hold on, Mayor. Who says the werewolf's got to be a man? I've seen this queer dame around. I never liked her looks.
Maybe you've got something there, Myers. I hadn't thought of a female werewolf.
Mayor Hanson and Paul Myers revealed their theory to the others of their
Well,
party.
how can we tell if she's the werewolf?
We'll take her back to my place. I have that book. It tells how to recognize a werewolf, even in human form.
Chet Wayne brandished his rifle and scarf.
Oh, nuts to your book, man. In less than 20 minutes, the moon will be out in full. Then if the old bag turns out to be what we're after, we will let her have
And if
it.
she doesn't, then we've wasted valuable time. Perhaps even let the real werewolf escape.
They made their way back to the mayor's car. The old hag fought them as they tried to push her in. She even bit Paul's hand.
Oh, that dirty
I
witch!
ain't going. You can't make me go.
Paul solved the problem. He swung his rifle butt, cutting the old woman across the side of her head.
This is kidnapping. After all, we still have no proof. You shouldn't have hit her.
Climb off my back, step on it. She's out cold.
It took him over 15 minutes to reach the mayor's house in town. By that time, the old hag had revived.
I'll get the book. Come right out. Hold her.
I still think you're crazy, Hanson. In less than 3 minutes, the moon will be full, and then we'll know for sure.
Mayor Hanson hurried into the house, stumbling down the dimly lit hall to the dark library. He stopped suddenly as he reached for the door and stared at the gleaming eyes burning in the blackness
What the?
beyond.
Someone's in there. It's...
Mayor Hanson moved forward slowly, his rifle ready. Then all at once, he saw it. The hairy face, the gleaming fangs flashing from behind the snarling, cruel mouth. He screamed.
It's the werewolf.
He fired point blank again and again. The vile, ferocious beast just stood there.
God, the silver bullets. They didn't kill him. I couldn't miss. Not at this range.
Inside, the men heard the shot and tore for the house. The mayor stumbled to the library light switch, flicking it on. He shrieked as the glow flooded the room.
In there! Library!
He's probably being attacked by the werewolf.
Mayor Elwood Hanson stood before the full-length library mirror, snarling and shrieking, staring idiotically at the bullet holes he made when he shot at his own reflection.
Good Lord!
Well, that's all for today, fiends. Naturally, they shot Mayor Werewolf after that. In fact, they pumped him so full of silver bullets, he had to be lowered into his grave with a derrick. Then a couple of grave robbers heard about the silver. But that's another story. I'll dig that up some other time. Until next time, silver you later.
Tales from the crypt, yeah, the dead gon' talk. Midnight steps, hear the skeletons walk. Laugh real quick, then your heartbeat drop. Welcome to the crypt, don't stop, don't stop. Tales from the crypt where the nightmares live. Every little story got a twist to give. If you step inside, better pray and don't slip. And it ain't no way out. Tales from the crypt. Damp in the dark, yeah, you crossed that line. Tick tock, you're out of time. Cold wind blow when I drop this rhyme. Graveyard shift, yeah, the vibe so grim. Cryptkeeper grin, yeah, you know your sin. Every bad move get you pulled right in. Story get twisted, it's a deadly spin. You're locked in, ain't no exit in. Bones all rattle when I creep through the halls. Shadows all move when the nighttime calls. Yeah, you was talking big, now you scared to crawl. Now you're a part of the tale, you lost it all.